Aloha and welcome. This is the Eat to Live Your Best Life channel. I am Amy Waking Wolf, and the purpose of this channel is to create amazing recipes out of Dr. Fuhrman's books and add a bit of Dr. Fuhrman's education into each video. So I was thinking, I'm still waiting for my film equipment to come, so this is not going to be a recipe video. If you're looking for that, you might want to have to wait a little longer. But I also have the fruit splash video, so please check that right here. So I woke up this morning and I thought to myself about all of the shocking parts of learning this lifestyle, right? There's some things that we kind of knew and we kind of just ignored, but then there were some pieces that were really shocking. So I wrote down my 3 biggest shockers, the things that really woke me up. And what I'd really love for you to do, if you would, with the comments below, tell me at least one of the shocking things that you experienced when you were reading the books or listening to his talks on YouTube, because there's definitely a moment where things change for you almost irrevocably. And one of those moments for me is he talked about visceral fat and subcutaneous fat. And visceral fat is the fat that I thought fat was, right? I thought you had your skeleton, and then you had your muscles, and then you had your fat, right? And so that this is fat, but it never occurred to me that if you have fat, you have it on everything. Everything in your body has got layers of fat on it. So that means your heart has layers of fat on it. And that's what heart disease is. Who knew? Your organs have layers of fat on them. Every part of your body, you can't just have one part of your body not get fat. And it was like, oh, that makes so much sense. And so it grossed me out, and it motivated me even more to stay on this lifestyle, because one thing that he talked about that was really incredible was that when you do autopsies on 10-year-olds that eat the standard American diet, you start to see the beginnings of heart disease, which means you start to see that there's fat and that there's arteries getting clogged up. Now, it takes a while for that to manifest, but oh my God. Whoa. I'm 52 years old, and so I know that that fat is in me, so that definitely keeps me motivated every day. Another thing that was kind of like a gigantic aha moment for me was his book, Fast Food Genocide. One of the things that he talks about is DNA. And if you're a diseased person, you're passing on diseased genes. It just never occurred to me. I thought that somehow little tiny babies were just born magically perfect and pure, and it wasn't until they grow up and make bad decisions that their bodies start to deteriorate. Now, I know that that sounds immature and ignorant. I totally own that. And at the same time, I'm not different than most Americans. I don't think most Americans know that. And so the DNA makes so much sense. You put healthy person with another healthy person and they make healthy babies. We have a tremendous amount of children that are born with all sorts of diseases. And I know intuitively that that has to do with our diet and what we are taught, right? And that kind of dovetails into the third aha moment. And this is going to be very radical and very stark. And I'm just going to say it. But we spent over $500 billion on cancer research. And that's a lot of money. In case you don't know what $1 billion is, I can spend over $1,000 an hour for the next 2,800 years. And then that would be about $1 billion, okay? That's a lot of money. We talk about billions like it's this thing, but honestly, it's a huge amount of money. So we spent not 1 billion, not 5 billion, but 500 billion on cancer research. So you would think that we have the answer, right? Yes and no. We do have the answer. And the problem is that it's not the answer they were looking for. So the answer they're looking for, and they're going to keep doing, is they want a pill. They want a magic poultice. But when you really think about it, it is not in their best interest to find a cure for cancer, because cancer, first of all, 1 in every 2 people, 1 in every 2 females, and 1 in every 3 males get some form of cancer. But think about the $10,000 x-rays and biopsies and $100,000 operations and stents, and we're talking about a ridiculous amount of money that if we found the cure, we would not have. So many people would be have less zeros in their bank accounts. Oh my God, that would be awful. So yeah, I'm a little bitter. I'm a little angry. I'm okay with it. So long story short, I'm angry because my Aunt Patty just died of cancer. And we are not, you know, she had operations, she went to the hospital, all of the crazy, you know, very invasive stuff, but that's not really the answer. The answer is fruits and vegetables. And there's tons of studies on it, and there's lots of documented scientific proof. However, it's not the answer that people want because it doesn't include money. You know, you can't sell this pineapple for $100,000, although it's a beautiful pineapple. So that's what I personally am angry about. I think doctors are, by and large, trying to heal people and trying to do the right thing. But I think the industries that support them have a little bit of a Mr. Burns vibration to them, because they have no desire to really change anything. They're happy to keep getting all of that wonderful cancer money, breast cancer money, and liver cancer money, and colon cancer money. So thank you very much for joining me on this channel. A hui ho, which means I will see you again, and mahalo, which means deepest respect and gratitude. And if you enjoyed what you heard and you want to hear more, and you definitely want some Dr. Fuhrman's recipes straight out of his Eat to Live books, then stay tuned to this channel, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell on this channel, because when my film equipment gets here, I'm going to shoot some really cool videos for you guys. So thank you very much. Aloha.